Hey Edson, Mayor Zahara here with a COVID-19 update for April the 6th. 98 new cases in Alberta, bringing our total to 1,348. We've also had one additional death in Calgary with the long-term care home there, and our thoughts and prayers are with those families. 40 people in the hospital, 16 in the ICU. 361 Albertans have recovered. The Premier spoke today about how they are working on getting more masks for our frontline workers. They have about a month's supply of N95 masks. They're also looking at getting masks for the public. They spoke about the public wearing masks. Really important you're doing it properly. I'm not going to get into all those details. You can go to alberta.ca. Dr. Hinshaw really explains it well on how to wear a mask properly, making sure you're not contaminating that mask. And really, if you are wearing a mask in public, it's probably going to protect not yourself, but the people around you if you are infected with COVID-19. One of the key points that I talked about yesterday and continue to talk about, the number of cases in a community, really a moot point at this point in time because so many people have not been tested. Many people could be passing on the virus without even knowing it because you could be passing on 2 to 3 days before even showing symptoms. There's more and more studies that show that. So making sure you're continuing with the physical distancing, with the hand washing, sanitization, minimizing your exposure in the public. If you're going for walks, I seen this today. It was great seeing people out. Most people were adhering to the rules. If you're in the same household, you can walk together. But if you're not in the same household, you're not the same family, and don't intermingle in your household, you should be ensuring you have that 6-foot distance, those 2 meters. If you're walking with your friend, make sure you have that distance. Don't be walking next to one another. If this becomes a problem, we're going to have to shut down our trail systems. We're going to have to institute fines. We're going to have to shut down our parks. We just don't want to have to do that because we really want people to get outside and get physically active and stimulate their mental health. We also heard today that Prime Minister Boris Johnson admitted to the ICU. Once again, this virus does not discriminate, and we need to do everything we can to stop the spread. The more we do, the harder we work at this, the quicker we're going to get through it. The provincial government announced today they're going to be releasing numbers on Wednesday on projections, which I'm sure are going to be quite stunning on the spread of COVID-19. Community transmission is more and more concerning. We're seeing more and more community transmission, so we got to double down and continue our efforts on protecting our community and especially our most vulnerable citizens. They have announced today that they are changing testing protocols to include peace officers that are enforcing the public health orders, first responders, group homes and shelter workers can now qualify for testing, and seniors over 65 that are showing symptoms of COVID-19 will now be tested. Before they had mild symptoms, they were just told to self-isolate. They will now be testing because they have more testing capability. So likelihood we're going to see more and more cases, and it's going to be really important that people continue to work hard on this and ensuring that we are preventing the spread. Edson, continue to stay positive. Be kind to one another. Look out for one another. If you know seniors that need help, reach out to them, check in on them, have those conversations with them on the phone or through FaceTime or through all the other mechanisms that we have. I'm going to be sharing some pictures of some of the paintings that have been painted in the windows around Edson tomorrow. Just keep sharing those positive messages. We're all in this together. We're going to get through it together. Take care of one another. Be kind. And we'll talk with you tomorrow. Take care, Edson.